decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go! 70, Indy! Shoot!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Second and 5 now. Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And some room to maneuver. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Succa, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Watson with a give to Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans' first down.
Reset. 19. Alert. 54. Strip the ball.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill. Watch the eye.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd down and goal. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Now.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. downfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mike 41. We got to wedge that out.
Hey, world. No. Fight.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next score, Titans 14, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Derrick Henry. And some space here. Right through it.
Boom, bam, biff.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Henry. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The 1st half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Being chased out left. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
54 is Mike. Check. 54. I'm on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Defense, our time. It's our time. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. And let's go. Back and go full strength.
Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. 59! Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Mike's 59 and up!
On second and goal. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Here we go. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Watson looks to throw again. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey. Mike 55. Go.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jim.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Check. Fresno.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get started. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your lead. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
6-6, pull it high.
Now it's Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans cut into that lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
by 7.
41's coming.
2.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Interception, baby.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right? Derrick Henry all alone. 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 74 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Texans take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back last time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And shedding through the tackle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Down. 70, Indy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready.
On second and 15 now. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Texans.
What is that? 19! 29. Go, baby. Come on, let's go.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, Delta.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
13 yards on the play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Your trick is here.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come on. You better bring it. Ready?
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.